What's going on, y'all? Mike here, and I'm back with another boxing breakdown, man. And this is due to the recent Sight in the Center video that I put up, man. And well, not really recent. It's been up there for a little while, but you know he's been in the algorithm lately because you know his whole situation with Kevin Samuels and all that kind of stuff. And I had a whole bunch of people, you know, flooding in on the comments saying this, saying that, man. A whole bunch of little cronies in there talking about some, yeah, he wasn't being serious. Like, I know he wasn't being serious. I was clearly stating that the MMA guy was sorry. Even if he wasn't being serious, his tactics were terrible. You throw a jab into the face and then try to do an overhand. Like, what are you trying to do, bro? And then we had another guy talking about some, I think he'd get you. I don't think so. I mean, just being real. You had another little guy talking about some, why don't you challenge him to a fight? I'm sure he'll take it. I mean, I'm not hiding. I'm not scared. And yeah, that's that. And if I'm here in Atlanta, if Marquez ever coming down to Atlanta, we can go on, do a couple 2-3 rounds, and then hopefully, man, afterwards he ain't one of them lame guys that gets mad after getting punched in the face. And you know, we can chop it up, and I can pick his brain about the fight game, MMA, boxing, and we can just talk about a couple other things, man. That'll be cool. But anyway, man, we're gonna check this thing out, man, because you had one of his other little flunkies talking about some, if you really want to see Marquez box, go look into his Instagram and check out hands. And I was like, all right, man, that's all right with me. We can go and check it out and see what's going on, man. I don't think that he's a bad boxer, but I don't think he's the greatest either. We're gonna go and see what the hell's going on, man. Are there any highlights in here worth mentioning, or I don't know? And yeah, this is not any thing against Sight in the Center. It's just the flunkies. Why are the flunkies going so much more harder for these guys than the guys go for it? You know what I mean? Like, that's just like really lame. Like, you're sitting in the basement, but you're going hard for this dude, man. I mean, I don't think Marquez is a bad dude, but I mean, come on, bro. Let's go. Ooh. Big boy stood there and took all three of them, boy. He took all three of them, boy. That's because he had that high guard up and he thought it was going to block every single thing that came through. One thing that I will say, like I always say, when you have the high guard, you run the risk of either getting caught down the middle because those straights come through, because you might be open too wide trying to avoid the hooks. And if you are too close trying to avoid the straights, somebody can just loop around, hit you with them hooks. And it's just, that's what happened right there. You know, with a little two hook two or something like that, or a jab hook, whatever it was. And we see he landed, what, at least 2 of the 3. And that's another tip, man. That's why they say throw combinations, because you at least land one of them. If you throw 3, you land 1. You throw 4, you land 2. Let's get it. Ooh, body shot. I gotta give it to Marquez, man. Vichy was talking about it last time, man. That he has pretty good footwork for a guy who's I guess, I don't know how experienced he is, but he has pretty good footwork if you want to be real, man. The way he hit that too and got on out of there. I mean, the guy was probably a little slow at his reaction time and just slow in general, but that was still some solid work by Marquez to hit him with that quick 2, man. The 2 is a lot more, you're reaching out a lot more with the 2 than you are with just a simple jab to the body. So I gotta give it to him on that. Let's keep going. This guy looking sorry. Ooh. That boy got the pink shorts with the quets on, right? Ooh. Little slip right. So I'll give him another prop right here. I don't know if he was doing it on purpose, but it's a smart thing to do if you are the longer man, and he was using the fact that he was the longer man right here. I mean, he's the longer man right here. I don't know if he was using it, but you know, you got your hands out. That's why they say when you have your hands up, you always keep it kind of in a staggered position. You have one hand a little bit more forward, and you know, you see he was kind of pawing down that dude's jab. That dude kind of was like, you know, he was throwing it, but he couldn't throw it. And that does a couple, 2-3 different things. It will probably make the guy tired, because you know he's constantly having to hold his hand up. He's got to reposition it because you're pawing it down. It will keep him from hitting you because your hand is so far outstretched and it's already blocking his hand. So now he can't hardly get to you at all. If he's hitting your forearm on your lead hand, and what is he really doing? And then on top of that, it allows you to be outstretched for some damage. You know what I'm talking about? So you got to think about all that kind of stuff right there. And then right there, he hit him with that with that lunging straight right, man. Let's see what happens after this. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. So I guess old boy in the background, I don't know if he's talking to Marquette, he's talking to the little sorry heavyweight dude talking about quit running. Marquette's doing the right thing. The other dude is he's running, but he's not running correctly, man, and that's why he got lit up like that. Marquette, if you have a relentless guy who's gonna keep on coming at you, that's one thing a lot of guys do is a natural habit to just back straight up in the boxing ring. But it's always smarter to back up 2 steps and then cut an angle either right or left. Whichever side is more open or will allow you to escape that barrage of punches is the side that you should go to. So don't just back up and think you're straight. And that's what I think this dude did. He just backed up, he backed up, he got lit up, and then he got on the ropes. And then to end it, Marquette he went ahead and sent him with a little overhand right for his troubles. So for anybody that's that's planning on getting in the ring, or you've been getting lit up in these streets, you just started, that's something to think about, man. Don't just back up 2 steps left or right. You have to have your feet quick. You got to have your muscle endurance and your calves up to par, and your quads and all that stuff, period, or it's not going to work. So let's get it.
Cause you heavyweight, but you
Ooh. Oh, lighten this dude up. Come Marquette. Ooh, 2 hook. Ooh. If you're in an amateur fight, man, I'm just keep on talking about everything I say, man. If you're in an amateur fight and you ever get caught on the ropes and you let somebody well on you like that, they will call an 8 count on you. Even if you aren't really getting hurt, they will just see it as you're not answering back, and that will be points to the other man. It'll be like a 10-8 round in a way. So don't sit there and do that. If you get caught down bad like that 3 times in a round, or maybe even twice, or you just seem like you're getting dominated, they're gonna wave it on you, and you probably wasn't even hurt, and you probably had some gas for the next couple rounds, and now look at you, you lost. Cause you was thinking like, oh, I can be Muhammad Ali rope-a-dope. Nah, they don't allow that in the amateurs, bro. So don't be out here thinking that it's okay to just be out here rope-a-doping and taking it and being a tough guy, man. I think it's always better to just get out the way of the punch instead of sitting there and trying to take them all and stuff. Unless you got that Matrix style parrying game, like where you just block every single thing. I think one of my best strategies, I would say, would be parry 1, move. Parry, move, whatever it might be. Maybe you move your head, maybe you move your feet. That's just my thoughts. Let's get it. This dude, his homeboy looking like, well, he didn't win it. Yes, he did. Okay, jab to the body. Ooh. That was clean. He hit him with looked like he hit him with a jab to the body and then a 2, man. That's kind of slow. Not really, man. It's it just depends on the trajectory of which you throw the punch, man. Some people throw the punch straight when they throw the jab to the body. Like you see, Canelo has done it. He did it to Amir Khan. He jabbed to the body. He kept jabbing to the body. He set him up with that thing. Jabbed him to the body one last time. Hit him with a straight overhand more than a looping overhand.
Way. Oh, it certainly is now. Huge right hand.
And it was all she wrote for Amir Khan. You saw what happened to him. He was looking silly, and Virgil Hunter was like, won't it fight somebody that's his own weight? He shouldn't have been in there, bro. You're right. He shouldn't have fought. Amir Khan shouldn't have fought, because we know Amir Khan's chin is suspect, and you fight Canelo? Come on now. But yeah, that's a good thing, man. Set up the jab, set up the jab, set up the jab, and it will allow you to do other things to that man's head. I throw a jab, I can throw an overhand. I throw a jab, I can fake it this next time and come back and throw a hook, and it might take him out. You never know. So yeah, that's what I guess that's why they say set up the jab. You get a man used to doing one thing, and now you can come back and hit him in another. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go. And I guess we're back on this garbage cam. So we gonna this is the garbage MMA dude that I already did a review on. So let's go to the next thing and see what they. Oh, looks like we have another amateur fight here. Let's go. Ooh. Trash. You know why he got hit? Because he did a roll and he stood. He's basically in the same place. He didn't have no kind of punches. He just did a roll. But I guess, I don't know, it was kind of there was no real way that he could have stopped it or anything, but it's like, his roll was like stupid. It was like I roll and I just stand up and get hit, and that's why he got hit. I mean, kudos to Marquette for having the reaction time to hit him with that whack-a-mole hook. But hey, let's go. Ooh, ooh. I don't know if he could have. I think he did the right. He said he should have hit him with a right hook to the body. I think he did what he could with the combination, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you got enough quickness to drop down and throw that two to the body or that right hook to the body. I think it would have took some time, and you might not have got it because he was kind of going away from you, and he might have had his elbow block that shot. So you never know. But I think it was a clean little thing, man. That's the end of the clips right there. So yeah, man, what you guys think about Marquette? Now that we've seen a little bit more of his hands, I mean, I didn't never say he was sorry, but I mean, it's not like oh God, Marquette is the best. He's the best. Like he's solid. He's solid. It's just like I said last time. He's solid. I don't think he's beating Jake Paul. I think they're probably about along on the same lines level. Like I said last time, the same thing still stands. If you're just a regular dude running around here thinking, oh yeah, I can pull up and beat him up, and no, you won't. If you're a guy who has some business about yourself and you know your way around the ring and you know your way around some gloves, then you probably do good. But as far as whatever everybody talking about, yeah, well, why don't you challenge him? Why don't you challenge him? I think he got other fish to fry at the moment, man. They say he got them Kevin Samuels problems, and he got them the Minister Jack problems, and them goddamn who else? Who else said they wanted to touch him? Oh, they didn't want to touch him, but Duke and Don, him and Duke and Don can go on box it out, man. That's the homie right there. Actually, man, Duke and Don does do a little bit of boxing, so I think that would be a good one. Duke and Don is probably a little bit more swole, so he probably had a power advantage. Marquette looks to be a pretty tall dude, so I mean, he's got the height advantage. It looks like he has some pretty long limbs, so I don't really know who's got that, man. It depends on, I guess it would come down to who has the better strategy, footwork, and all that other stuff right there. As far as him versus Kevin Samuels is a lot of fakery out here in these streets, man. He lied about his degrees, lied about this, lied about that, and all that. And then the thing that really killed me, man, I think it'll kill anybody who's ever fought or worked hard in the fight game, no matter what it is, wrestling, belt system disciplines, jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing. He said he had 3 black belts. Come on, man. We know how long it takes to be proficient at one discipline, man, let alone 3. Imagine him talking about he had so that would mean he had 3 black belts. What would they be in? You got a black belt in Taekwondo. The homie Edge Gaming said he's been working on his Taekwondo. His Taekwondo journey is still going on. It's been 25 years. So yeah, it took him a while, he said. But I guess it depends on what kind of school you go to. He said you can go to like the crackhead school. He's from Oklahoma too. So he would know, because Kevin's from Oklahoma. So if you go to the crackhead school, they get a black belt 5 years. I guess you go to karate, you could probably get a black belt in 5 years or 7 years or something like that. If you're doing jiu-jitsu, unless you have a severely sorry coach, you're gonna probably have to do a 10-year stretch in there to get that black belt in jiu-jitsu, man. So I'm just not really sure about that. And then you have to also think about, unless you're Bruce Wayne Batman, where you just have money and free time and a trust fund to constantly do martial arts, you're not going to be out here having time to get 3 black belts. You got to get a job. You got these girls. You got these women. You want some women, even though you know you're fighting. You have to. I mean, there's just a whole lot of life going on, man, for you to just be able to sit back and get 3 black belts. I mean, he's only 50, 60. Come on, bro. Minister Jap, I don't think Minister Jap has what it takes to beat up Saint the Center. I think that Minister Jap will get washed. I think Minister Jap has some street heart, but street heart is not going to be what it takes to be fighting somebody who has real boxing heart. And I don't know if he has some street heart too, but he might have a little bit of that too, man. If you combine the street heart with the boxing heart, man, and then it's like you really ain't winning. You know what I'm talking about? You really ain't winning. Because a lot of street guys, they get in there, they throw 2 punches, tired. You might want to keep going, but you're tired. Now you're getting washed. But yeah, that's it for the video, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all that different stuff, man. What you guys think about his skills? What do you guys think about those 3 different rivalries that I just brought up? Did you beat him? And any of y'all little jokers in there that's licking his balls and watching his draws, man. Y'all, man, once y'all pull up, man, I'm in Atlanta. If you in Atlanta, man, you can go and box it out because you talking more greasy than he would be talking. He's just chilling. Y'all talking greasy. But that's it for the video right there, man. If you watch up to this point and you cool, have a great day. And I'll see you next time.